It's time for another hands-on review, and today we're checking out yet another Cadola watch. I will link the other Cadola watches during this video, so don't miss out on those videos as well. But this time we're checking out a Cadola watch that is connected to racing. And yeah, as you know, all Cadola watches are connected to racing. When you open the box, you have this certificate here that gives you a little bit of input. You can also scan the code here, and then you will get straight to their website where you can read up more. I do like these QR codes because they are so easy to scan. But the watch you want to see, it's right here. This watch is called Indigo Haze, and that's actually the color because the model is called Farina Automatic. The name Farina is a reference back to an old racing driver from Italy that is called Nino Farina, who was racing for Alfa Romeo, Ferrari and a lot of other brands in the 30s, 40s and 50s. The reference number is CD 104933, and that is for this specific model that is called Indigo Haze, which is actually what this blue and orange model is called. Because this watch comes in 5 different colors. We have gotten to review the blue one, which I think is going to be the most classic one, the one that most people would like. Even if I think that both green and brown one is going to be big favorites of people, but I do think this is going to be the most classic one that most people have easiest to buy. But for those of you who have a lot of watches, I think check out the brown one because that one sticks out the most, I think, from a lot of other watches that I've seen. Getting close to the steel strap, you can see here how smooth it is, and we have an integrated bracelet, which you obviously saw already, and this gives a very specific design and look. And there you can see the brushed part. You can also see there's parts that are polished on the edges there. It's quite popular to have mainly brushed part but also some polished. That gives a little bit of this luxury feeling, which I think is nice. We have a quite basic metal clasp here, which is perfectly functional, but this is something that I think could be upgraded. This is one of the things that really gives a little bit of an extra edge when you have a more solid one. And when we get into the specifications, this case is 44mm and we have a lug-to-lug width of 53mm. But when you see this watch from the side, you will see that it's quite a hefty piece because the thickness is 14.5mm. So this is no small watch, and you will see that a little bit later when I put it on my 16.5cm wrist. The backside of having an integrated bracelet is obviously that you can't use all your strap, but it creates a very cool and classic and popular design. So I want to get this watch on my wrist so I can really show you how these 44mm are worn on my wrist. And to do that, I had to remove actually 6 link pieces. So there's quite a lot of possibilities for you who have really large wrists here. And it's push sprint, and you have the arrow there. So you just take your tool and you push this sprint from one side to the other in the direction of the arrow. And then you just pull out the sprint, and then you do this on and on again until you have made it fit your wrist perfectly. I'm gonna fast forward this part because you know how it's done, and if you don't, just let me know and I can do another video especially giving closer instructions. But this is gonna make it really soon to be put on my wrist, and there you will be able to see how it is worn. As I said, 44mm, it's quite large for my 16.5cm wrist, but look at it, the integrated bracelet makes it quite wearable. What do you think? It has a huge presence, yes, it does, but my wrist looks quite tiny, but I mean, it's a big watch. So for those of you who love a big watch, this is something for you. But for those of you who are looking for a small, neat, integrated watch bracelet, this is not gonna be the watch for you. This is gonna be for the big, bold racing driver likes, and maybe those ones. You should also check out the other colors. A nice detail that I think I haven't seen on Cadola watches before is this sandwich dial. A sandwich dial is very popular, but not too many people do it. So it is something that is really bringing a lot of attention, even though we don't see it on too many watches, which basically means that you have this depth that you can see in the indexes, that it's going to be one disc on the bottom and then you put another disc on top. And with that said, we're wrapping up this video with showing you how it looks outside in light, and you can see really how the light plays with the steel strap. That is my favorite part of this watch. Let us know in the comments what you think about this review, as well as what you think about this Cadola watch. Let us know in the comments and make sure to like and subscribe for getting more of this content, and thank you so much for watching, and we see you guys in the next video.